Hi and welcome. This is Damon Bruce and you're watching 2K Sports. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Miami Heat. And now we send it out to American Airlines Arena. Kevin Clark and Steve are there, courtside, ready for tip-off.
A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Spurs, Parker and Danny Green are your 1 and your 2. And in the middle, out of Brazil, taken with the 28th pick back in 2008, the 6'11 pivot man, Thiago Splitter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Duncan in at the 4 spot. And for the Heat, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11 star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the power forward.
Well, when you have the best record in the league, you're going to be the most dominant, one of the most.
And how crazy is that from the Heat to win as many games as they did last season, but still be second in the league in home wins? Still, we're far and away #1 at home in the East.
Well, yeah, the Knicks were the closest team in the East, but they still had 6 fewer wins at home than Miami. But the Heat really just did what they had to do to put themselves in position to go on to their second NBA title in a row.
On offense, here are the Spurs. Leonard kicks to Duncan. He feeds it to Splitter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That's good. Parker's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for San Antonio. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
There haven't been many players that have the physical prowess of LeBron James, and he knows that this is going to pose a lot of problems for his team. He told me the most amazing thing to him about LeBron was that he has the ability to be a force at virtually any position on the floor, from point guard to center. He can and does do it all, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Well, he really anchors their defense. You know, his teammates can lean on him. They know that he's going to be in the right spot. He's so smart, so skilled. Really the complete package at the defensive end of the floor.
And you know what? He is also relentless on the boards. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
Haslam dishes to Wade. Inside to Bosh. Rejected by Splitter. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. Matt Bonner, he's checked in for the Spurs. Here's Chalmers. 6 on the shot clock. Tries to save it. But they'll get another chance. Bosh. No good. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Green kicks to Diaw. Passes it to Ginobili. Parker. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. 6 points for Tony Parker. The Heat have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Wade against Ginobili. Now here's Wade. He's covered closely. It's LeBron with the drive. Gets it to go. LeBron's got his first points of the game.
Beautiful finger roll to cap that drive off. He knows how to finish with some flair and flavor, guys.
And that does it for the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. They established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
Heat on D. 4-point game. Parker passes to Bellinelli. And Ginobili. Here we go. Stolen by Anderson. Allen against Ginobili. Allen dishes to Anderson. Back to Allen. Wide open. It's rebounded by Bellinelli.
A dramatic improvement for the San Antonio Spurs defensively last season, guys. Coach Pop had suggested that they might have gotten too old to be an elite defensive team anymore, but that wasn't the case. I think he challenged them a little bit, and they raised the bar of their defensive performance.
The Spurs rebound. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Anderson. Rips down the breakaway slam.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And Clark, you mentioned the defensive improvement of the Spurs. Going into last season, their stat gurus told them they needed to focus even more on contesting shots, even if that meant committing more fouls or allowing more offensive rebounds.
Well, and that's exactly what they did, Kevin. They gave up a few more offensive rebounds, fouled slightly more than they had the prior season, but they were better in terms of shot blocks, steals, and they held their opponents to a lower field goal percentage. So a great example of getting an edge from advanced stats.
Allen outside. Pass to Cole. They get a hand on it.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
And as you might expect for the team with the second-best record in the West, the Spurs dominated the East last season, played each team twice for a total of 30 games, and went 25-5 in that stretch.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. And Cole kicks to Battier. That one off the back iron and out.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Mills can't hit. The Heat trail by 8. LeBron James on the wing. Rebounded by Mills.
That's not an opportunity he fails to convert very often.
It'll count. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And that concludes the first half.
You know, no denying it's been a heck of a run the last few years for the Heat, but you can't help but wonder if the impending 2014 summer of free agency could be the end of it all. The big three came together in a flash of lightning, it seemed, but it could end just as fast if one or all decide to opt out.
Parker against Chalmers. Parker passes to Green. Back to Parker. Backs him down. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. A 3-ball. Parker's shot is off. And Clark, as you were saying, the trio of LeBron, Wade, and Bosh all have options in their contracts to become free agents in 2014 if they choose to. And, Steve, you have to think that at least one or two of them might exercise that right.
Well, you know LeBron will, because he's the most underpaid athlete probably in the history of sports. He's worth 10 times what he makes. But it's going to be interesting to see what Miami does here the next couple of years with their roster.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Hi, guys. There was a time when Chris Bosh wasn't sure how he'd play at center. He tried to bulk up and change his approach. But he said, quote, after about 3 years, I said, forget it and just be myself. I'm never going to be big and just bulky like that. Now he says, quote, I know it's unorthodox, but I'm not going to waste my time trying to bang in the post against bigger guys. I'm just going to be all over the court. And because of that, I think I've become a much better player. Kevin?
Not the biggest guy, but boy, he is quick, Doris. I think that's one of his advantages. Ray Allen is checked in for LeBron. He dishes it to Bosh. Great D that time from Thiago Splitter.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Offensive rebound. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Splitter's got his first 2 points. The Heat making a switch here. James is checked in. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Allen kicks to Wade. Inside to Bosh. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it.
First free throw is good. Udonis Haslem. And so Bosch nails both of them. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Mills, defended by Chalmers. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. For San Antonio, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
The first free throw is good, and the Heat making a change here. And both free throws good for Mills.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Wade drives in. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Wade's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
How about the three-point shooting we're seeing so far, guys? Amazing.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
The Heat trail by 9. Here's LeBron. The shot. Rebounded by Bellinelli.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
A different look now for San Antonio. Splitter comes in for Tim Duncan. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Bellinelli.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely.
And Diaw kicks to Parker. Feeds to Splitter. Tipped away. And here is Chalmers. Launches a three, and that one's good.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Spurs leading by 4. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. And the Spurs making a change here. Mills is checked in. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, thank you. I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was saying. Fellas, just stay with me. I need all-out effort here, and we can bring it home. Fellas?
4 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Diaw. Hits it from three-point range.
Puts them one step closer to the W.
If they're not there already, Steve, just a tremendous all-around game of basketball they play.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide-open look.
Mills with it. He's picked up by LeBron, and he gets it back. Here's Mills, defended by Chalmers. Leonard kicks to Mills.
Now looks like their comeback hopes are out the window. I think this lead is safe now.
Yep, this one's a done deal.
You know, the first thought from the defense there was to protect.
Their option here, but to foul and hope for a few misses at the.
He hits 5. And so the three from LeBron, rejected by Leonard. And they get it back. Gets the three to fall. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Good on the first. And so he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game. 7 seconds left in the game. The shot by Wade, no good. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on